So I wanted to make a video talking about some things from the Jamaican context, right? I've been noticing a lot of videos on my feed of people in the late 20s, early 30s talking about where they're at in their lives. I've been seeing the age of disclosure thing on TikTok with people saying that they're struggling on all that. I want to kind of maybe shed some insight into this from a Jamaican context and not really going off a script so much, just talking, right? Because if we look at this culturally, when we talk about the Jamaican context, you may have come across this meme from an interview with Ninja Man, where he was asked how many kids he has, and he gives the number. And just, I think earlier today, I was on TikTok and I saw this news report about this guy. I think he had like around 30 kids, and about 28 were able to come, and they had to bring his body right across the river over to where the burial ground for the family was. So a bit of one of the worst calls I've ever kind of experienced right now going through. But I want to talk about it because for a long time that was what was expected, right? Um, have a bunch of kids, mine, some of them maybe, and then you get the notoriety or the status as being a real bad man, right? But me personally, never really been interested in doing that. Granted, it would have been a cool achievement in some sense. I would have loved to have seen maybe 28 mini me's running around. But at this point in my life, with the way things are, I don't really see the point in going that way. I've also seen the conversation from the side of the Jamaican government now. They're seeing a slowdown because there's not that many kids being born like what used to happen. So um, there's a shift, and if there's a shift in the population output, there's also been a shift in the way that the distribution of population. So we have three different charts. So we'll probably more soon, let's say towards 2030, 2040, drift towards the uh, other way that the model typically looks. Instead of the wide base and low at the top, it's going to be more shaped in the middle. All right. But the thing is, right, I'm not saying that there aren't men that are in the age range and are still aspiring to those goals of having the 29 plus kids, but the majority, like in my case, right, I only have two, and I'm kind of set for now. I don't really need the 50, and uh, I don't want it to be where when they want to have their father around, um, they have to be wondering like where's daddy, and uh, I don't want my kids to have to like be worrying, and if they have a question for daddy, they have to like wait and be setting appointment because um, their sister number 19 needs their time now. So with the two, I can kind of balance myself a bit, and you know, still kind of hard, still kind of rough. But am I at where I want to be financially and all that? No, but at least um, can take the time to kind of learn to maneuver and get all that kind of sorted out. But with what's happening now, because even as of May 1, 2026, the price of things have kind of gone up. I was just talking to one of the shopkeepers in my community, and he was saying that all the goods that he would typically buy have all kind of gone up. So he now has to raise his prices, which will mean that the customers in the community will ultimately face that increase, right? Um, and just like with everything else, your business tip is going to be passed over to you. So in Jamaica also, that's also going to be passed over to you. Um, and once the prices start going up for the food and everything, some of it is linked to the whole oil crisis and everything. We're just now kind of seeing like the starting effects of that, and how will everything all work out? I don't know. Couldn't tell you, but um, for now, as I said, in my personal case, I'll stay with the two kids. Um, if you're watching this and you're Jamaican, you want to go for 19 and help the population so that they'll get back to where the model is the wide at the base and kind of more Christmas tree in orientation. You can do that. But for me, I'll stay with two Jim Bang them, That done yapping, right? Yeah.